Now this particular row here is kind of messy looking because what I had done, I had this package of assorted pepper seeds. Well, I planted that, and then we got a hell of a rain, and I think some of them got kind of washed around. So I think I got one here. This might be one here. Hey, I'm going to have to sort that out after they get, where I can easily identify them. But I was going to show all of these are volunteer tomato plants, and they're very healthy looking. But they're from those Abe Lincoln tomatoes, because I had tomatoes in this part last year. So they're all, heirloom, so they're perfectly viable. I could transplant them. And that's a good size too, transplant. Potatoes are actually looking really good. I could probably dig under and find potatoes. They're starting to blossom, and that's usually about the time you can start stealing. Though I did have potato bugs. I found evidence of some, so I quickly powdered them with that Savin. Try to keep ahead of them. I was hoping I'd be all right here. And cabbages are looking good. Beans and peas, rhubarb going crazy. But here again, volunteer. I planted dill in a different place, but there's a hell of a lot of dill coming here. Again, volunteer stuff, that seeded out and started growing on its own. I do have blossoms on potatoes or tomatoes, so that won't be too long. And turnips are coming. Now I got a lot of radishes, and they're getting rather large. So you guys better be eating them and then replant. They come so quick. Normally when I do this, I do it in like a quarter row or a half row and then keep planting, but they're getting ahead of me. Well, I think I'd haul some over to my brother so he can eat them. Onions, of course, are doing fine like onions do. It's hard not to grow onions, set onions. Now, these seed onions, they can always be a problem, but they're actually doing very well. Really, the first year I had much luck with them, and they won't be long. And even carrots, they're coming very well, and they're actually in there very thick. So give it a week or two, and I can start using them, and in that way, kind of thin some out because they're coming very thick. And I don't think garlic is a problem. I think I'll have plenty of that. But things are looking good. I see I've got these chives that are all blossoming. And the funny thing, I accidentally forgot where they were. And I had run through there with the rototiller one time. Earlier when I was digging stuff up. Didn't seem to hurt them any. Just kind of spread them around a little. Oh, well. I'll have to deal with the rhubarb. That's starting to form the seeds. I could actually go in there and the stems where the seeds come on are hollow, I could actually cut them off and save the energy that's going into producing seeds. And peas won't be long. They aren't blossoming yet, but it won't be long. But radishes, well, I've been eating radishes and onions for quite some time. But this gets to the point that, where I start, most of my meals come from, or they're built around stuff that's available in the garden. Right now, I got a lot of radishes I got to be eating.